2%.
Skim?
1%.
Vitamin D?
Fat-free.
That is skim. We're going to tell you a bedtime story about that.
Good night, JK. You did not sound enthused.
I am enthused.
And the door's open.
You know what? I am enthused. And I'm happy to see all of you, even though I can't see you. Because
I like staring at cameras.
You're not actually here. But hopefully you're watching at home.
You're here.
You're here in our hearts.
In my heart.
I see you in my heart. And I'm really glad you're watching. Thank you for doing that.
Yes.
But hopefully, you know, we can make your night a little happier because Sunday night's the worst. And going back to work or school on Monday, even though for me it's summer vacation because I'm a teacher.
For me, it is summer vacation too, but I have a job, so.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know what we were talking about, but now we're going to talk about our topic for the day, which is farms. Because we love farms.
Yes, we do. We go to farms, like every year.
Yeah, more than once. As you can see, I'm wearing a little bit of a farm-themed attire.
Yeah, me too.
You are not. You were being sarcastic, okay.
Thanks, Jill.
Okay, sometimes I'm a little slow on the uptake, alright?
That's fine.
But anyways, we're going to tell you about some of our experiences on farms because I love farms and
and the animals.
And the animals on them, the people that are on them, the adventures you can have on them.
Yeah.
And so our first story is about this one time Kara and I were trying to attend an event that we saw, and it was for my sister's school. There was a flyer that was sent home.
She was in like second grade or something at the time.
A flyer was sent home that said, Night at the Farm. There was a little pig clip art on it.
Yeah, and we were so excited that we forced my little cousin to go to it so that we could go.
We could go because it was like just kind of your basic fall-themed farm activities. Like in Ohio, this is the thing, lots of, farms do these things where you can come in and go to a corn maze or
do like hay rides.
Yeah, get a pumpkin from the pumpkin patch.
Jump in piles of hay.
Yeah, that was advertised. Hay bales for jumping.
Yes.
I mean,
verbatim.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. And for food, you got 1 water bottle per person.
But there's also other food, like hot dogs, but I mean, it said on the flyer,
there's food, but
1 bottle of water per person.
Yes.
So
very
don't try to take 2. This was a very strict farm.
Yeah.
But
lots of rules there.
Yeah. But it ended up being awesome.
Yeah, nonetheless, still fun.
Had a great time. Got pumpkins from the pumpkin patch.
We did. I got a baby pumpkin.
I gotta say, I never found the hay bales that were advertised for jumping. We looked around. We asked around.
Yeah, we tried. And even when we went on the hay ride, no, there was nothing.
Nothing. But it was still a great time, and we thought it was well worth making my sister go.
Yeah.
So that we could also attend.
Yeah.
So Kara has another story.
Yeah, so I went to a farm closer to my house last year, and they have like these super hyped up pig races. And like they even have like ESPN style commentating on it. Like they have a big desk like sitting up top with like headsets that are like announced everywhere. And they were talking about it for like 20 minutes, like, about the pigs and like their speed, their weights, their names, all this stuff. And so me and my mom and my aunt were there, and we were like so pumped for this. And then, like, they count it down and it starts. And the pigs, like, sort of come out a little bit. But, like, there's a person walking behind them to get them going. And they just, like, don't even run the whole time. Just sort of walk around the lap one time and go back in. That was it.
All that hype.
Yeah. All that hype and that was it. And my mom, my aunt, and I were like, that's it. Like, they just went around that one little time. Didn't even, like, race. Barely ran. Had someone walk behind them. And all that.
It was a disappointment.
Huge disappointment. I'm very upset. I'm not going to say the name of the farm, but I'm disappointed with you.
Step it up.
Yeah.
Okay, our next farm experience comes from this place that my family goes every summer, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cabin by this little lake, and it's on the property of these people who own a dairy farm. And so their cows can roam the property, and usually they don't really come around or anything. They kind of keep to themselves, but every once in a while they come by. And this one time, Kara and I were trying to leave, and the cows went all in the road.
Yeah, and they were like blocking the gate, the only way out.
There's one road out, and they were blocking it. And so Kara and I didn't know what to do because even though cows are pretty tame, they're big.
They're actually really scary.
They're kind of scary, and when you're not used to being around them up close, you don't know. Like,
yeah, they're like huge.
They could hurt you. And there was a bull there with the horns. Oh, I don't know if it's a bull or that kind of girl cow that has the horns. That's like the queen cow. I don't think that's like an actual word, but like it's a thing.
If you guys live on a farm, please tell us
what it's called, okay? But anyways, it was a cow with horns, and so it was kind of scary. We didn't know what to do, and so
like I'm only 5 foot tall, and like every cow is easily taller than me, so it's very scary.
Yeah, and so like even we were in the car, we were trying to go towards them to maybe scare them away, but
You're
they
obviously
weren't
not
going.
Gonna run it over,
right?
So.
We'd probably do more damage to my car than the cow.
Probably.
But anyway, so we called my dad. And so my dad drove up behind us and just got out of the car, went up to the cows and was like, hip, 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 hip.
Yeah.
And they all just ran away.
Yeah, they like just separated and we were able to
It took
leave.
them like 2 seconds. We were terrified.
Yeah, we were in the car. It was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, because we were trying to not call in for help if we could because we didn't want...
We didn't want to look like weenies.
But we were.
But we are.
So anyways, that happened. But... since then, I have had an incredible experience that any of you watching who actually live on farms are going to think I'm, like, so lame for thinking this is the coolest thing ever. But I thought it was so cool, especially because we're from, like, the city. But anyways, I'll never be in this situation again where I'm trapped by cows because now I know what to do. So last week, I was out in North Dakota. I used to live there on an Indian reservation, and it was awesome. I was out visiting some friends, and they live on a little... farm. They have a little barn and it's awesome. They keep their animals. They have goats and some chickens and a horse and they don't have cows though, but their friends do have cows. And so one day we were getting ready for dinner and this friend calls and asks for some help moving some cattle to this pasture. Well, nobody in their family wanted to go help because they have to do stuff like this all the time. But me, this dumb girl from Cleveland, thinks this is the coolest thing ever. So I convince my friend to go with me, even though none of them want to go. And I'm like, come on, let's just go. Let's do it.
They obviously do it all the time. So.
And she's like, fine, okay. And so so we go out there and we're moving these cows. I don't know what I'm doing. The guy hands me a stick and he's like, use this. And I'm like, for what? He's like, well, you got to hit him sometimes with the stick to get him to go. So, I mean, I am, and then we had to get him on this trailer, and it was this big project, but I thought it was so fun. Apparently everyone else thought it was so annoying. But, so you had to, like, separate them, keep some of them in the back. That was my job, to keep some of them in the back so that they didn't get on the trailer, and then they were getting the other ones on the trailer.
With, like, your nice little twig in your hand.
My little stick. It's kind of, not hitting them
you
hard
get,
or
like, the
anything.
little airport lights.
Cows this way. So then we had to get the cows across this whole field, move the whole herd, and I just felt awesome. I grew up reading Louis L'Amour Western novels, watching John Wayne movies. I felt awesome, and I could do that a lot and be really happy, moving those cows. I wasn't on horseback. That would have made it cooler, but it was still cool. I was
got like a lasso.
Yeah.
He gave
me a rope, but I just held it.
She was unaware of what
I didn't know what to do with it, and I didn't want to ask because I had already asked a lot of stupid questions. So, anyways, we moved these cows, and I actually...
You should have rode one of the cows.
I don't know that they would have let me. The cows wouldn't have let me get
I've
on.
seen videos.
Well, anyways,
cows.
I wasn't about to do that. So, anyways, we had to move all these cows, and then, so finally, we get them all in the corral, and there's this one big, fat cow that would not get on the trailer. And, you put, like, the baby cow on the trailer so that the mom will want to go on there, too. And we're taking them so they can get better grass to eat, because their old pasture, all the grass has been eaten, so we're taking them to the other one. They don't know that, though. They don't know where you're taking them. And so, like, the baby cow's on the trailer. We're thinking the mom's just going to go on, but she's not going anywhere. And so they decide, all the guys on the farm decide to, like, make these fences get smaller and smaller and smaller around her. So there are these like wrought iron fence panels, and you just move them in smaller and smaller and smaller around this cow. And so finally it has nowhere to go and it has to get on the trailer. So This is gross. I'm just warning you, this is a gross part of the story. But
It's my favorite part.
they get this. Kara likes when I ever do something that is stupid. So
I'm usually there for it, so
I know,
I'm
she
not.
missed out. It would have been even better if Kara was there, I'll tell you. So anyways, they get these fences around this cow, and finally there's like just room for that cow inside those fences. And so they put the one fence right up behind her to kind of like nudge her into this trailer. And this cow starts pooping all down this fence. It was so disgusting. So then the cow gets on the trailer finally, but this fence is all covered with cow poop. And so the guy that's kind of running the show here is like, here, Jill, move this fence panel out of the way so we can get the trailer out of here. So I go to grab this fence, and he hands it to me, and it's just right where that cow just pooped all over that fence. And so I'm already the, like, little
City slicker
who doesn't know what's going on. So there's no way I'm going to say anything about my hand being covered in cow poop. So I just moved this fence and grit my teeth. You know what, Kara?
It was fresh, warm.
We're not talking about this. And so I move this fence over, and I just kind of wipe my hand off in the grass because we're outside. There's no sink out there to wash my hand. And so I
could have peed on it.
Ew, that's even worse.
Then poop.
Well, I wiped it off in the grass. Cows eat grass anyways, so it's probably not that gross, but it sure was gross to me. So then, there's no way to wash my hands. I'm not about to complain about it. And so we have to get back in this guy's truck to go back to my friend's house because we were done now. And so I have to ride the whole way in the truck knowing that there was just poop on my hand and I couldn't wash it off. And so finally I get to their house and I wash my hands like right away, but I was so tough in that moment. And I know it's lame, like first world problems, that this is the level of toughness that I need, that I can handle cow poop being on my hand. But when you're not used to that, it's really gross. So, anyways, that's our stories about farms. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed them.
Yeah,
hopefully
you should go to a farm.
Yeah.
Or tell us about your farm.
Tell us about it.
Did you ever put your hand in cow poop? Maybe.
One time, quick story. One time we were at the place where the cows trapped Kara and I. My brother's friend was there. He decided it'd be real funny to grab a long piece of grass, and I was walking a few steps ahead of him, and he like tickled the back of my ear with it, and I fell into a big puddle of cow poop, and he laughed so hard.
A puddle of poop?
Yeah, it was so... I'm not going to describe it to you, just to spare you. It was a puddle.
Saying puddle is enough, I think, to describe.
Hopefully that's descriptive enough. Brittany, our friend Brittany's here in the studio again, and the faces she's making right now are probably similar to the faces you're making. If you made it through this whole episode, thank you.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the lullaby board out.
Yes, we are.
Wherever it is. I guess I'll roll today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. 10. This one still has a little bit of whipped cream on it from that time. Can't Stop the Feeling. Justin Timberlake. JT.
Very overrated song, but it's alright.
I like it. And
it's in like every commercial ever.
You want to know something? My friends from North Dakota really like this one, so that's kind of fitting that we rolled it. So if you guys are watching, this one's for you. Okay, let me pull up some chords here. What are you going to play, the frog or the flute?
Frog.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, don't spoil it for them, Kara. Jeez.
It's the intro.
Let's see. We'll just pick a little part of this to do because it's a long song.
JT likes to make everything difficult.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet, feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. I can't take my eyes up off it, moving so phenomenally. Room unlock the way we rock it, so don't stop. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, 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 dance. Feeling good creeping up on you, so just dance, 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 dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, 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 dance. Nobody, I don't know these words, and simply dancing. Get that feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Get that feeling. So just dance, 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 dance. Get that feeling. That was a good one.
I sing good.
That was good. Good night.
Sweet dreams.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.